Welcome back to Sailing Remission. We are still at the South Pass of Fakarava.
What? Okay.
This is our new kayak. It is a great way to get some exercise and also explore the shallows around the Motus. Our goal is to paddle in sync. As you can tell, it's a work in progress.
Oop.
Keeper on the back end, huh?
Yeah, I got that.
Careful. Nice little lagoon to see what's going on in
Can I get in? Go in there?
there. You don't think we can do this?
We'll have to go over there. Go to right and go in the pass because I think that's real shallow right there. Okay, can you see the path? Okay, we want to get to that green water.
Dark green?
Dark green. Other side. Now stand it, stay, back.
What do you want?
I don't know how I'm not going in.
I know. Sloped it up a little bit more.
Falling down the slope.
Yeah, yeah.
Got Remission out there. Oh, that's real pretty. Nice.
It's rare you get a big shell like that. All this glory.
We just paddled over. We finally got that nice wind day. Gonna do a little exploring on this little Motu. I don't think there's much to see, but it's just to walk around for a bit. But I wonder if we're high tide or low tide. Probably low
No,
tide.
it was kind of taking us out to the ocean without us paddling, don't you think?
Yeah, so I'm thinking we're at low tide. Yeah, you can see how it comes up a bit. We should have come here and got a Christmas tree. A little late though. And normally, with the trade winds, you could hear the waves crashing over the reef. There's no crashing going on right now. Not easy walking on this coral. It's pretty sharp. These shoes are getting cut up already. Well, the tide is definitely coming in now. You know, it's just kind of ruggedly beautiful out here, but I'm afraid if I fall, I'm going to break a leg. There's always a good chance that I'm going to fall.
Damn.
So, we got a bet going on who falls first.
I'm betting on you.
I think I know who's going to win that one. So I might as well just say it now. Ow!
What?
This kind of walking should be right up your alley.
What's that?
Because you like to look at your feet when you walk. Brett and Mary get a kick out of that one. We are here in the off season. And over there is the Top Dive Resort. They're the biggest in all of French Polynesia, not that particular one, but as far as having facilities on all the major dive islands. But I can tell it's off season because I've only seen their boat. We've been here about 5 days. I've only seen their boat go out one time, and it wasn't even full at that. And they even have a lodge. You know, I don't know if you can see with this camera, but it doesn't look like anybody's in the lodge. So when we got to go diving the other day with Enata, I basically sent them an email saying, hey, we'd like to get on a 2-tank dive tomorrow. I was like immediately back. We got room. So it is kind of nice being here in the off season, even though it is hurricane season. But being where we're at though, hurricanes are really rare. Although we're still in the zone, and we watch predict wind every day just to make sure no big low pressure system's coming. It is, we'll pull an anchor and haul ass north. Luckily that hasn't been the problem. It hasn't. That need has not aroused yet. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Just before we came out for a paddle, the owners of at St. Francis 50, which is a beautiful boat, came by. Her name was T, and invited us over for sundowners. Now T was on a mission. She's friends with our other friends, Beth and Dave from Warrior. And I guess they met up in Galapagos and kept in contact, and Beth told them, hey, you got to keep a lookout for Remission. Well, she found us. So we're going to go get some drinks tonight and meet some new people. So great things about the small community of the sailing life. In fact, we're getting kind of close to sundowner time. We should get moving. No?
Agreed.
Okay. What was that?
Now to get into the kayak.
Yeah, I think we should turn the camera off for that. Not going to be a pretty sight.
Bart used the drone to show a bird's eye view of the beautiful Fakarava. This is the South Pass, home to the shark wall. We did yet get another drift dive in when we buddy dive tendered with our new friends Jim and Katja. But unfortunately, Bart left his camera in our tender.
Oh, heading over to a dinner party on Free Fall. Some friends we just met here a couple days ago invited us for a party. There's supposed to be like what, 12 of us?
12 of us.
Oh. So it's Free Fall. We've had a good day of diving, and then there's Free Fall over there.
I don't know why more people don't do this.
It's a good idea.
Flame, no, we'll need to tie you here.
Good morning. Well, it really hasn't been a good morning. Reason being is we got up, Cindy noticed the solar controllers had a bunch of errors on the screen and we weren't getting any solar, and by that time we should have been. And if anybody knows me, I am not a handy guy, especially when it comes to electronics. So I figured we better start checking. I got on YouTube, got on the manual, got onto Reddit, anywhere that could have possibly been anything to help me figure this out. So I started breaking things down. The first thing I do, as you can see, I got my tools out, but I also had to get in there. And I got in here, I'm hoping we can pick it up, but I got 5 solar controllers sitting in there. And all but one had green lights, one had a red blinking light on. And that basically told me there was a problem, and then I checked the controllers, the control screen, and it showed error 67, which basically meant the controllers were not speaking to the battery management system, or the BMS. And most of the controls said, first of all, turn all the stuff off or pop the breakers. So went to my next area, the engine room. I got breakers down there, got breakers over there, and I got breakers down there. So I found anything that could do with solar, and I turned it off, waited a couple minutes, and turned it back on. Again, it wasn't working. So we had another area to check. This one's down in the seahorse room. Had to pull this all apart and go into here. Oh, you can see it's not easy getting in here. But we got all sorts of different color lights. And we've had problems with this one over here where you can see it's got the red lights on. Had problems with that. Had that looked at in Tahiti, and there's nobody there that actually is a Victron distributor. We did have an electrician come in and said, well, that's a problem. It's, the other one works, this one's not. He can't fix it because he can't get a new system control head. But the one's working, and that's fine. But again, it brings us back to the BMS. So nothing's working. And got no energy going in, so I thought, okay, I'll turn on the generator, and the generator was not adding to the battery. It was just, whatever the output was, it was matching, so it wasn't charging the batteries. And still my error 67. So I went to my old standby. Luckily, I've got a brother-in-law, Brant, who's an electrical engineer, and he said, first thing you do is check this, check all the wires. All the wires seem to be good. And he said, find the BMS and turn it off. Well, I turned off all the other breakers, but I guess none of them directly worked to the BMS. So I got back down in this one down here. And again, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, again, Brent's looking at all the same things I was looking at, and he says, it's just freaking complicated. But when I went down here, off to the side, it says BMS switch. So I said, should I just turn that one off? And he says, yeah, turn it off, see what happens. So I turned it off, waited about 10 minutes, turned it back on, and the damn system's working now. So everything on YouTube, in the manual, didn't say anything about just turn off the switch. It said pull the breakers, pull the fuses, and then reset everything. Now resetting everything, much more complicated than just pulling the fuse and resetting. And they have to reset, then reconfigure. And again, with my skill set, there's no way. But that little turning that switch off, turn it back on, everything seems working. The generator is now generating. The solar panels are now adding to the system. All comes down to keep it simple, stupid. I don't know why I have to make all these things so difficult. But we're working. Stress is gone. But stress was pretty high there for about 3 hours. But thank you, Brant. As he says, he'll send me a bill, but I figured my bill to him is already too big. No way I'm going to be able to afford to pay him. But we got solar again. Now it's just a matter of kind of decompressing. Although, I did check my blood pressure, and with all that stress, my blood pressure is the lowest it's been in months. So I guess living a stress-free life is not healthy for me. I got to have some stress in my life. But we're back to working, and now I'm just waiting for something else to break, because I know it's just a matter of minutes. That's what living on a boat will get you. Oh, one more thing. Now I got to put the boat back together. I think Cindy said she would help me with she was laughing at that, but she said she would do the seahorse room, putting that back together for me. So I'll take care of all the other components that are taken apart.
You're going to help me with the bird poop?
No, I need help with that room, and I'm going to leave the bird poop to you. I've already had enough stress. I hate them. I hate them damn birds. But we're building water now, and so she can spray down the bird poop good.
This ends our tour of the South Pass. There's weather moving in, and we're not protected here, so we need to move off to the North Pass to ride out the weather. See you next week, and remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, because that really does help Sailing Remission get noticed. I hate this. This is your job, not mine.
Good reading there, baby. You know, I hate it when people tell me age is just a number. Actually, it's obviously a word. Recently, Cindy told me I just have average intelligence. She used a medium tone to her voice and told me in a mode that I think is really just mean.